What up, guys? I am excited for tonight. Tonight is going to be a good night of can you make a living doing pressure washing? Can you? How much can you make? All of that good stuff is going to be on here tonight. And so, what are the things that we got to do to be able to make a living, to be able to do pressure washing? And yes, you can make a living doing pressure washing. There's thousands of people across the country, across the world that are making a good living, not just a living, but a good living pressure washing houses, concrete, roofs, all of that good stuff. Now, today you're not pressure washing up here in the north because it's snowing outside. Some of the south of us got a bunch of ice, and so a lot of people in Kentucky didn't have electricity. So, what are some things that we need to do to be able to make a living, to be able to be successful in pressure washing business? So, the very first thing is we got to do is this is not an easy thing to do of you're just going to do something and one day in the next month you're just going to get all this work and it's just going to blow up and you're going to do that. It takes a lot of work to be able to be successful, to be able to live on, to make a good living. You know, it's not something of one and done, and we go pay $1,000 to AdWords and it just blows up. It does take work to be able to grow a successful pressure washing business. It's not just it's not always easy, it's not always fun, it's not always sexy, but it can be very rewarding in the end. And that is my goal, to help you be successful. My goal is to make sure that you have the tools you need so that way you can go out there and be successful. Now, what does that mean? Well, that means, we got to do our Google My Business. That means we got to do everything, Google My Business, Facebook, LinkedIn, Nextdoor, Google, doing blog posts, doing things that we don't always want to do. These are the things that we have to do to be able to grow our business. Now, do we have to do them all? No, because when we try to do everything, we fail at everything. So it is a better approach of figuring out, the one thing that I always say is throw mud on the wall. We want to throw mud on the wall to see what sticks. Once we start figuring out what sticks, then we want to hammer down on that and learn it and be the best that we can be at that. If you become good at Facebook and Facebook ads, keep throwing the mud on the wall. If you become good at LinkedIn, throw the mud on the wall. If you become good at Nextdoor, throw the mud on the wall. Keep throwing it up there. So that way you will be able to grow your business and be successful. Maybe you're doing really good in signs. You're putting out 25, 50 signs a week and it's just killing it for you. The goal is to make sure that whatever we find works, push it hard and keep going. Because what I see the most is somebody will come and they'll do something and it works for them. And then they quit doing it because I don't know why they want to quit doing it, because they don't want to do it no more. They want to find something that's just easier, because there's only two ways we can get customers. One is to sit down here, learn it, figure it out, and take time in that. The second way is to open up your wallet and start forking out a bunch of cash. That is the two ways you get business. 75 here today, and I was loving it. I would love to have 75 degrees. It was 20 degrees out, and I was shoveling snow. And it was no fun. But so these are some things that we got to do to be successful. Now, what about equipment? Do we need the biggest, baddest equipment? $25,000 rig, $15,000 rig, any size there? No, you can start a pressure washing business with going to Home Depot or your local rental store and renting a pressure washer. I've got guys on here that have done that and started and have $0 in debt and have grown their business to where they are now. And that is exactly what I would like for you to do, because I hate when I see people go in a bunch of debt and then the next thing they know, they don't have nothing. We need $100,000 equipment to get custom. We need 100,000 equipment to get customers. That is a negative. No, no, no. I hate, and I know what you're saying, but that is definitely not true. So definitely, here are the things that will set you apart for being a pressure washing business. First thing you want to do is go get your Google My Business and start getting 5-star reviews. If you can start getting 5-star reviews, this is going to start to separate you. It's not the only thing that's going to separate you, but it will start to separate you. Because there is some, people know that 5-star reviews work. And so when people know that 5-star reviews work, then this is what that tells me, that they listen and they're doing that. And what that also tells me is you're not going to get successful by just going out and get 5-star reviews. Now, if your competitors aren't doing it, then that's an easy thing to set you apart. If your competitors are doing it, then you're going to have to go to the next level, and you're going to have to make sure your pictures are all in there, which you want to do that. Then you might have to start blogging every day to get your website ranking. Maybe you might have to do AdWords, some different things to do that. Some things that you have to do is make sure that you are putting, your signs out and stuff like that. You got to remember, you always got to be advertising. You always got to be marketing. Here's another thing that you can do. Use this for the good, for your good. Go on here and start going Facebook Live. If you're struggling to get business, go Facebook Live now, even if you are in the snow. Because the reason why I want you to go Facebook Live now, before spring even gets here, is to get in a habit. Build that habit. Hey, just letting you know, spring's right around the corner. We got some pretty cool stuff. The snow's out here. We were shoveling some snow, just looking at our house when we were outside, and we can see that the house has mold, and so we're going to know that your house is going to need to be cleaned. That's a Facebook Live. Another Facebook Live. Hey, just to let you know, it's supposed to get cold tonight, and make sure that your hoses are. This isn't so good right now, but in the spring or in the fall, hey, make sure your hoses aren't freezing up. Actually, it is, because this weekend it's supposed to be a high of 16 down into -1. So this is a great weekend to say, hey, this is something that you need to make sure that your hoses are thawed out or unscrewed from it so it don't freeze and bust in your house and have an issue. These are things we can do. And when we go Facebook Live, it will get you in a habit of doing it. It will also get you in a habit of when spring comes and you can start going Facebook Live on your stuff, so that way you can start growing your business. Now, I know that what people do is they don't want to do that. They want to go in these groups, and that's not what I'm telling you to do. I'm telling you to go Facebook Live now, so when spring comes, people done getting to know who you are, they know what you do. Maybe you go to the little bakery in the morning and, hey, I'm at the bakery. Getting some baked goods. Is there anything, what's your favorite bakery good from this place, or what is your favorite bakery good? Do a 2 to 5 minute little thing, and then comment and keep that interaction coming. So then that way, when spring comes, when old man winter decides to go bye-bye, your phone's going to start ringing, and that is a good thing to do. Get in mindset of being a great customer service business who washes. Absolutely, 100%. Because a lot of times we don't get into that habit, and when we don't get in habits, it don't happen. And so the biggest thing we can do is start building habits now, so in a month from now, we will be ready to rock and roll. It's not all foreign. It's not hard. It's not, oh, I don't want to go Facebook Live. I don't want to be posting. What drives me crazy is when I see pressure washers that just want to hurry up into a house, clean it, and get back out of there. First off, most of the time when people screw something up, they're calling me and saying, Jason, I screwed this up. What do I need to do? Well, I'll be like, where's your after pictures? I didn't take none. What about your before pictures? Didn't take none. Do what? You didn't take your before or after pictures? No, I forgot. I got in a hurry. I was tired. I didn't want to do it. All right, well, you're screwed because you have no proof that you were there. So, talking about that, this is some things you want to do. You take your befores, you take your afters, and I'm going to talk about a tool real quick while I'm talking about this, because this is something that I'm going to start pushing more and more of this tool that I'm going to talk about. So, there is a great tool out there to make sure you get your before and after pictures. And it stores them for you. It doesn't take up room on your phone. If you're by yourself, it will. If you got more than one or you want the premium, it does cost you $20 a month. But Jason, that's just $20 a month. Well, you're right. You're right. That is $20 a month. But how much is that $20 a month going to save you if you screw something up? If your guy screws something up, it's going to save you a whole lot. You know, $240 is pretty daggone cheap a year. If you just screw up one thing and it saves you from screwing up that one thing, that is definitely something that you want to consider. And what I'm talking about, it's called Company Cam. And you can download it now. You can try the free thing, and you get the free. If you pay the $20 a month, it does give you video. So the great thing about that is when you pull up to this house, you can push this on. You can check it from your computer. You can do it from your phone. You can do all different kinds of things. And you can walk around this house with the camera on and be like, no shotgun fungus. We parked in the driveway. Here is the water spigot. No oxidation on the house. And we're going to walk around up. We got an open window there. We got a BB hole in the siding here. And when we walk around holding this company cam through our cell phone, guess what? We just, Teak says he uses it. It's really cool. He just saved your tail from everything. And it's $20 a month. It's $240. I've been a photographer since 2012. If I don't get my photos, I'm really dropping the ball. And so this is something that I do that I would use so that way. And it has an awesome feature of, guess what else it has an awesome feature? So you can take a picture in the beginning, and when you come back around, you can take a picture and do the before and after and hold it up there. It will bring the old picture up, and you can place it right where the old picture, and you can get the exact same before and after pictures. And then they got some little templates on there that you can do a template, and then you can send it out. And the other good thing about it is it holds a timestamp, so it's when it's there, it's got GPS, so you can say, hey, this is where it took it, da-da-da-da-da. That way they can't deny you. And guess what? You just covered your tail from getting screwed up. Now, I know I haven't talked much about this, but it's definitely something that I would look into. There is a free version that you can get 50 projects, and you can do, like, each project is either the address of the house, maybe it's the customer's name, and that way you can make sure that you are not screwing stuff up. Now, I have a checklist that I have in my membership. There is some things you can do with this is have it just on like a piece of paper, and hey, there I'm parked in the driveway. There's no shotgun fungus. There's no damage in the siding. I'm going around and doing my four sides, and that way we can do that. And it is called Company Cam, COMPY Cam, and it does work good, and it is something that I would highly, highly recommend. I don't have no commission, no nothing off of it. It's just something that I think that would be very useful for you to make sure, because I know what happens. Sometimes we get photos on here and they don't get backed up, or sometimes we run out of storage, or I put mine in Google Photos to try to save them, but sometimes I don't back them up and I run out of storage and I delete them. And guess what? 2 weeks later, I could be screwed. So it's in training. I have checklists in place to cover me. So this is definitely something that I would recommend 100%. It like I say, it's $20 a month per user. So if you have per truck, I would do one per truck. And that way you will make sure that you are being, sounds like a job checklist is necessary to provide consistent work. 100%. And I have the before checklist in my membership. And if you come to my in-person training, guess what? I hand that out to you. You get the before, you get the after, you get the truck check sheet, and you get the phone script. So there's a lot of information that I print and I bring with me, so that way you can make sure that you are doing this and make sure that it is something that will help you grow your business. Because here's the thing, this is what I see a lot of people do. A lot of people start their business and then they get to a point and they want to grow. Well, what do most business owners do? They find out how to cheat the corners and not do everything 100%, and they set the standard to here. And now we want our guys to be at here. Well, that's not going to happen. If you're not up here, your guys aren't going to be up here. That's just a guarantee. We want our guys to be up here. We got to be up here because they're going to be lower than us in the first place. So if we want to grow and scale, we got to make sure that we are doing things to be safe, and we're doing things to make sure that we are able to grow our business. And again, I have a before check sheet, which is, there's things on there of, did you park in the driveway? And you might say, Jason, why would you want to know if I parked in the driveway? Let me tell you, because if you park in the driveway, if you have an employee park in the driveway and he spills chemical on there, or your truck leaks oil, guess what? You could be putting in a new concrete pad. Yes, you can be putting in a new piece of concrete. I've seen it because we had one and the woman wasn't happy with how clean we got it, and they made them replace it. $20,000 later from the oil change in place, that wasn't nothing I could do. I used every chemical. I used acid. I used everything trying to get that stuff to come clean, and she wasn't happy. And when she wasn't happy, the oil place that did the oil change got to buy new concrete. And guess what? You don't want to be paying $20,000 for new concrete, because all it takes is one Karen to get pissed off, and guess what? You're screwed. So that's why Jason never allowed his employees to park into the driveway unless it was either a really long driveway or it's on a really busy road and you have to. Them are the only two ways you're parking into the driveway. Otherwise, every time else, I'm parking out on the street. Because you know what? If I spill bleach out on the street, I could care less. If I spill engine oil out on the street, I could care less. If I spill it in the driveway, I have to care a whole lot because I just screwed up somebody's driveway. And that is not what my goal is. My goal is to make sure that I'm profitable and making money, so that way I can feed my family, I can support my family, I can have time freedom, I can pay my bills off, I can do that kind of stuff. But if we're doing dumb stuff of not making sure we're watering the plants, not making sure we're doing breaking stuff, we're pulling in the middle of the house and we're going around and knocking over bushes, and now we're having to do it. That is not the goal. Our goal is to be fast, but be efficient and not stupid in making out our profit right out the door. So how do we do that? Check sheets, check sheets, check sheets. And you might say, well, that's stupid, Jason. Why do I need to use a check sheet? I know what I need to do. Well, because when you go to hire employees, and they're like, well, you don't use a check sheet. Why do I need to use a check sheet? And there's a lot of ways. You can write them off. You can print them out. You can take your phone and put a QR code in your truck where all it does it, and then it'll automatically do it. And that is how we can make sure that when we have employees, that we are growing our business instead of being stupid and making it not grow. And so this is what we can do. Again, Company Cam, I would highly recommend it. Company Cam is something that is not that expensive. It takes before and after pictures. It's great for marketing, guys. I guess the biggest thing is marketing. A lot of people want to know what grows a pressure washing business. It isn't the pressure washing. I'm sorry to tell you that, but it's not the pressure washing. It's the marketing. The marketing is what grows your business. When you grow your business and you get to the next level, that is what's going to get you there, is marketing. Marketing, marketing, marketing. Right now, Jason is trying to figure out Facebook ads and YouTube ads so that I can grow my business. And you know what? It's not something that I can just, I've done throw probably about $500 at YouTube and I've got 0 freaking hits. But you know what? I'm not going to stop and say, well, YouTube does not work. I put $500 and YouTube don't work. Facebook don't work. Door hangers don't work. Well, how much did you spend? Well, I put out 100 door hangers. Well, you're right. You're probably not going to get much out of that. So this is definitely something that we want to look at and make sure we're doing. All right. We need $100,000 equipment to get customers. No. Got to do uncomfortable things to progress. Can't let the hurdles turn you away. And this is a great quote right here. Because a lot of times when things get hard, people don't want to do nothing. They want to get on these Facebook groups and start helping other people. And they want to do other things and blah, 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 blah. How about go be in your own business and get stuff done? That is what I tell you to do. Yep, taking the rental route now. So far, so good. Rent one and go take it back and be done. The guys, you can rent equipment if you can't afford a pressure washer. So in the spring, when it warms up and quits being old man winter, I am going to go and show you how. I'm going to do a video of me going into Home Depot, me renting a pressure washer, and me go wash a house and show you how it's done by putting out signs, or I'm going to show you how to get work through YouTube or Facebook. I'm going to show you how to get work through Facebook, and then I'm going to go get a pressure washer, and I'm going to take it, and I'm going to do it that way. And I want to do it that way because I want a video showing you that you can make money without owning anything and without a lot of investment. You can go rent a pressure washer and get 2-3 jobs on the day and have, $600, $1,000 and have less than probably $100 in rental. And guess what? You made a good day's worth of work. And yes, you can do $600 to $1,000 a day. I know $1,000 a day seems like a lot if you never pressure wash, but I'm going to tell you that you can do $1,000 a day. That is definitely do it. I mean, I did $2,000 a day. So if you want to go check out some free training, you can go there too. pressurewashhelp.com/free. Because somebody says they're planning on joining your group. And I've been going live every morning at 8 o'clock. So if you have any questions, you can bring them there. That's probably why my eyes are a little tired. I'm starting a new series. I'm starting a new series in my life. It's called Rise and Grind. It's called Get Your Butt Out of Bed and Get Motivated and Get Stuff Done. Guess what happens? So right here, you can see that it has your goals right here. It has your daily schedule. It has what you're thankful for. It has up here, no snooze button, no phone first thing, gratitude and goals, physical activity, sending encouragement. So this is every morning. It starts out at 5 o'clock in the morning. The last 2 days I've been up at 5 o'clock, but I've gotten a lot done in the last 2 days. And when you start planning out your day, guess what? You will get stuff done. It is amazing how you can get stuff done when you start planning out your day. Now, if you go and join pressurewashhelp.com/free, and you go in, there is a section of success stories, and you write a success story in there, big, small, I don't care what it is, a success story. And on Monday, I'm giving one of those books away for free. I'm going to send it to your house. So that is definitely what I'm going to do. Get your friends and family to give you a review. Yes, you can do that. Sign, do work signs in one that it's still standing. Just got my signs waiting for snow to go away so the plows don't knock them over. Or it'd be like my mailbox. It's knocked that sucker off twice this week. I just put it back up. Jason, can you break down how you protect yourself from incorrect acquisitions? Um, I do it by company cam. I do it by pictures. That is how I do it. I do it by, in one of my emails that go out, actually two of my emails that go out say, make sure everything is 10 feet away from the house or places that we're cleaning. We don't remove grills. We don't remove lawn furniture. None of that stuff. And it says it in there that you need to make sure all this stuff is moved off. Because guess what? You broke grandma's old little flower pot there, and that was worth $500. Protect yourself. It happens. People are out there to screw you. Don't think, most people aren't. Very few people are out there to screw you, but they are out there to screw you. They know they can get away with it. And if you don't have pictures of it broke before you got there, I had one that was a bird feeder, and it was broke, and I took a picture of it. They calling. They wanted $300 to fix my bird feeder. I'm like, ma'am, here's the pictures, and I sent them the pictures of the broken bird feeder before I started. I didn't give them crap. Saturday was money day. $1,000 in 4 hours for a mechanic shop, concrete floor, and 5 shop bay front doors based off a Facebook post with the 4 gallon a minute and a surface cleaner and a pickup. That is amazing. That's what I'm talking about. You can do $1,000 days. Get in the mindset of being a customer service business. Jason, can you give details on how you protect your property from customers making false claims? Yeah, I just did. I just started with a cold unit with less than 2,000 in equipment. Your professional work makes your worth. Don't be Ricky Tommy. Good guy. Find a few family or friends that are Google guides and go clean something and keyword stuff the reviews. Local guides carry some weight moving up in the pack. What Jeremy's talking about, and you can do it too. I have mine is actually done. And basically all you do is you go into your maps. You go into your maps. You go into maps. Let me find maps. And you go in there and you start giving reviews and stuff. And you will see that you will grow in your account. Let's see if I can show it here. Your profile. Um, so I've contribute. I got 5,000 points in my account here. I've given reviews. I've taken pictures. All kinds of stuff. So when you do that, that's how you get points and that kind of stuff. And it's kind of like a game, and it's fun. So if I give a review to somebody, it means a whole lot more than somebody giving a review that has very little. So this is something that I do. Somebody asked in the group earlier if I would give a review for my own business, and I actually did because I ranked pretty high on there. So that's the reason why I did that for. I'm in the process of converting our Google host website over to Wix. Well worth it. Yep. Go live. What if I have a face for radio? Then be like, post it the other way where it's like, look at that awesome restaurant right there. Well, it's better that way to show them when you show up versus when you get there and they're like, oh my God, who is this guy? He is. I've been, small investment for priceless protection, talking about what you call it's training. I have checklists in place to cover me. An average house is at least 25 or more picks depending on the job. Yeah. The checklist for each job is priceless. And that's the other cool thing is with Company Cam, you can send photos to the customer of, hey, ma'am, this is the before and after pictures, da 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 da. That way, and it will link up with a lot of CRMs, and so that way it'll actually pull it right up and that kind of stuff. They will also set up a demo for you and do some pictures and video while they watch it live and to help you out. Yeah, the customer service is really nice. I think if you do company cam slash Brian and tell them Jason sent you, that in that way. Um, what's your membership offer? It's 30 days free. Do we need a GoPro for the jobs we do? No. I use my phone. And here's the thing about this. A lot of times I use my cell phone on most of my pictures a long time. And what I would do is even there's some cool features you can do. You can do time lapse. And guess what? It's marketing. Time lapse. We can do before and after pictures, all of that right here off our phone. And we can even use our phone for company cam. It's just an app on here on our phone. It's just an app that we can use. Let me find it here, see if I can find it. But Company Cam, so right here, it's just an app, Company Cam, and that is the app right there. So you can just pull it up and do. And as soon as you take a picture on here, it'll come right up on your computer. It's actually pretty cool. Um, uh, Words a customer would search to find you, pressure washing your city and services. Yes. So you're talking about pictures, what to name them? Yes. Pressure washing, power washing, house washing, roof cleaning, vinyl siding cleaning, soft washing, house washing, all of that great stuff. What percent SH eliminates a Karen? It'd be pretty. It'd have to probably be about 20%. Um, Gotcha. Glad to hear it. Doing well, man. How do you stay professional when customers try to come after you? I'd find that tough to not take it personal. It is, but just stay in a business attitude. Don't get excited. Don't get round up. Just be like, yes, and be polite. Yes, man. Kill them with kindness, because you know what? When you kill them with kindness, that pisses them off even more. But you know what? That's the best thing you can do. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. We got pictures of the before, and right here, I'm going to send it to you right now that this was done beforehand and that kind of stuff. Oh, you're saying we broke something? Oh, okay. Let me look at my pictures. Here's my before and afters. Well, my after don't show it broke, so it wasn't me that broke it, man. Blah blah blah. Well, unless I can prove that it wasn't broke. Right here's a picture of when we were done and left. So good guy. His membership has so much organized videos. Do it. I'm getting ready to do more because I just did a website for one of the members in my membership, and he was the lucky one of getting a free website, and it was a lot of work, and I hadn't done it in Divi in a while, and so I had to figure out myself again, and so then I shot a bunch of videos of how to build a website in Divi or a Divi and WordPress site. So it was actually pretty cool. Um, Number one pressure washing dude in business, Mr. Al. We're all human. We make mistakes. Trust but verify. And that's a good point because here's the thing too. If you screw something up, go admit it. Don't try to hide it because they're gonna know, they're gonna find it. And here's the thing. Most of these people now have cameras ever freaking where. Even if you don't know where they are, they're cameras somewhere. You know, last year, well, 2 years ago, when I was still working for Pressure Wash Cincinnati, one of the guys, the woman called and was livid, livid. There was a picture or there was a video of him peeing behind the air conditioning. Don't do that. That's stupid. Don't do it. It's not good. If if I want to put up yard signs at Walmart, do I have to get permission at Walmart? I never did. I just stick them up. Ask for forgiveness later and let them pick them up and throw them away. Jason, 100% right. Last year beginning, I used to pull into driveways. I had a runoff issue and luckily was able to just surface clean it off. Yes. I had, we had to pay for a blacktop driveway for the recoat because the guys went, it got bleach on it and ran across there, took the color out, couldn't get it back. We tried everything. We ended up having to pay like $4,000 to have the stupid thing all recoated. So don't do stupid stuff. And now I pull up to the curb as in your help videos and it works. All about marketing and trying a little bit of everything and see what works best for you in the business model. Put the signs up at Walmart and don't sweat it. But I worked recommended aiming for higher customers in Walmart. I was just going to say that. I don't want Walmart customers. I want customers that don't shop at Walmart. I want customers that shop at Whole Foods, because if you shop at Whole Foods, you got some money. I don't want the people that are shopping at Walmart. I want the people that are shopping at Gucci and any shoot Columbia and North Face. Them are the customers I want. I want the high end customers. I don't want the poor people. I don't want the Walmart's customers. I don't want that. That's not my customer. My customer shops at high end places. Those are the customers I want. I want those. Now, is the sign going to last long at those places? No. But I'm actually reading a book right now, and what I will tell you is, and it's a good book about marketing and stuff, is where do those high end clients shop? Where do those high end clients have, what magazines do they read? What type of stuff are they reading? That's where I want to start marketing to. That's where I want to start getting them to find me. Parking on the road and running your hoses across the sidewalk can be a liability if some kid riding their bike or someone trips over the hose. A big lawsuit if you don't put cones on your hoses. Guys, you can rent equipment if you can't afford it. I'm glad the customers don't say the same thing. The local shop rents a 5.5 for $60 a day. My best customer last year was where's your crew? Where's your scaffolding? You got 2 days of work ahead of you, boy. 2-story vinyl, then paid half. Price goes up. They won't ever call again. Boom. I love people and they're like, how long is this going to take you? About 8 or 9 hours? No, about an hour. My favorite is when I pull up and I've seen they got their pressure washer out, or they've had their pressure washer out on their driveway. And they've red tipped that bad boy, and they've only done 1 square. And my next question is, how long did it take you to do that? Oh, that took me like 4 hours, and I couldn't walk for 2 days. Okay, well, I'm going to clean the rest of it. I'm going to clean that too, and it's going to make it even look better than what you did. I have 15% of my yearly goal on the books when this white cold stuff goes away. CRM Goldmine. That's awesome, dude. That is awesome. I got $2,500 job in a few days. It's bad. 18 by 24 signs every 10 feet, baby. 5 o'clock comes 2 times a day. Yeah. Jason, workers' comp insurance, 2 places want at least $5,000 just to start a policy. Sound right. Some of it's going to depend on your state, Teak. Obviously, if you're looking to hire an employee, you will need workers' comp. If you're not looking to hire an employee, you don't need workers' comp, because workers' comp is not going to, in 90% of the states, workers' comp is not going to cover the business owner. because their thought is if the business owner gets hurt, then it goes away. Workers' comp is very expensive. It's stupid. Some states, like the state of Ohio, the reason why I moved my business originally was with the state of Kentucky. We moved it to the state of Ohio because of it's actually the workers' comp is actually through the state. Workers' comp through Kentucky was going to be almost 20 grand, and so that's why we moved it to Ohio, because it's a lot cheaper over there. So it just depends on your state. So I would definitely check out your state and see what it is. If I have a 60,000 building to clean, what would you charge? $13,000. I'm thinking about starting a pressure washing business. Do you think I'm late in the game? Hell no, you're right at the beginning of the game, dude. This is the best time to start a pressure washing business for sure. It's spring is our busiest season, is one of the busiest seasons. April, May, June, or April and May, sometimes March. And so this is definitely the time to start a pressure washing business. This is the time right now. You want to get started right now, and not just getting our rig. This is the time we got to get started with our marketing. We got to get our marketing going right now. We need to get our Google My Business up and running and getting 5-star reviews anytime we can. Anyone have a recommendation for pressure washing insurance company in California? I don't. How much should a company make before hiring its first full-time employee, and how far do you pay? How do you pay them, hourly, salary, or by the job? So a lot of this is going to depend on, trying to grow your business. Most people will tell you that are trying to grow a business, try to hire as soon as you can. So, because honestly, as the pressure, if you're doing the pressure washing, that is the lowest paid job just about in the whole business, other than a receptionist. So you can pay somebody 15, $20 an hour, 15%, 18%, and that is what you got to do to get off the truck. Now, how to pay? You can pay by the hour, you can pay by the percentage. I've done both. I like paying by percentage. I was paying 15%, and I would give bonuses up to 18, 19, or 20%. But they had to make sure they didn't get no callbacks. They had to make sure they didn't screw nothing up and that kind of thing. So the biggest thing with paying by the hour or paying by the percentages is they have to make at least minimum wage for the hours they work. So if they work 45 hours, you got to calculate 40 hours times and plus the 5.5, and they got to make more than that. So that is something that you got to make sure that can be kind of an accounting nightmare. But that's what I did, and I like that because that gives two things. That makes them want to work faster because they'll make more money, and you don't have to worry about them jacking around not getting stuff done because they know that they have to do their job to make it. Account that I have washing trucks 100 per. I'm running out of my car till I can build up more. Thank you for the info that you give. Before I show up at a house, I always tell them to move all the vehicles away from the house and garage. You don't want any SH overspray, getting on expensive vehicles, and no rinsing off just isn't safe. Yeah, if there is expensive vehicles, make sure you rinse them before and after, and do not let that bleach sit on them. There's been paint jobs I've seen people have to do. Which map app is that? That is Google Maps. Google Maps. Um, Best money for the buck. I see some YouTuber videos with them spraying SH all over the house and the vehicle right in the way. Unbelievable. I had a homeowner try to scam me last week because of runoff. We did a customer house and the SH runoff from the house. Did we did clean a strip of the neighbor's sidewalk. Yeah. Do you send before and after pictures to your customers that could help the customer experience? and they could. It's a good idea. I didn't, but DJ does, and a lot of times they will give a 5-star review with that picture. So it is a good thing to do. It's not a bad thing to do, and it sets you apart from your customer. You can say, "Hey, where you give before and after pictures, so you can see what it looks like and all of that kind of stuff." Jason, thank you so much for your knowledge and help. I'm a newbie to the pressure washing community, and I'm really appreciating all the tools you've given me to get my business off the ground. Are you having technical difficulties, or is it your service? It must be your service. When you have your truck or trailer wrapped, do you prefer having the service you provide, or just pressure washing service? I do like having some of my services, but I'm really trying to push the pressure washing. I had a car parked 50 feet away, and the wind caught the SH at 35 feet and got on the car. Honesty is integrity is best policy. And this is tough when you have employees not trying to lie and do something stupid, try to hide stuff. Trying to start out of a bed of a super crew, that's a good place to start. Would it be smart to connect two 55-gallon drums together? I wouldn't connect two 55-gallon drums together. I would have one drum, a 55-gallon for my buffer tank, and then I'd have one for my bleach tank, is what I would do. Marketing is king. Jason, how did the cheap water-fed pole hold up? How is DJ liking? It held up fine. DJ actually bought the next step up one, so. Also, would I have to worry about carrying water? I like it be fine if the customer fill the drum. So I would do a 55-gallon drum with that would be filled up through a Hudson float valve and a garden hose to the customer's house. Come out of the bottom. I actually did a video on how to put the seal in the bottom of a tank, and then that way you can do it that way. It's all about walking money into that bank, is what it's about. What up? Yeah, we want to find the country club boys. Them are the ones that we want our customers. Absolutely study your customers to form an avatar bullseye target in your marketing. My daughter said, "Dad, why and how can you charge just $500 for us being out here for an hour?" Because it's not about the book I'm reading right now talks a lot about this. The book I'm reading right now is a good book to understand why people pay what they pay. Let me get the name of it. It's No BS Marketing, um, and it's a good book. It's by Dan Kennedy. He is one of the marketing kings he's very marketing king, Dan Kennedy. I would highly suggest you reading. It talks about how to get customers. It talks about the different types of customers, and that is what I would tell you to read, because that is a great book to read for sure. Getting started this spring, I spent some time on the census site to pinpoint the non-Walmart customers in higher income neighborhoods. We'll bombard them with clip flyers. Also, check out Melissa Data. Melissa Data, that will tell you where your higher end people live and give you all of the stuff, that way you know where people live at and make more money. Got 120 yard signs. How many you recommend putting out each month? I would do at least 25 a week, and try to not just put them in the same 25. This week I'm going to put them on this side of town. This week, the next 25 is going over here. The next 25 is going over here. And then I would even put them out in the people's yards too. Does anyone know a supplier with Titan reels in stock? Every place I call are 14 weeks out. Just south side, I don't know, just call around. They might, I know I've heard that Titan ain't got any, so. Any ideas on a good place online to get some non shirts? The local place I was getting them from went out of business. Pressure Wash Supply Center in Richmond, Virginia has Titan reels usually in stock. Shipping will be high. I don't have anything to catch runoff water. Do you recommend any equipment? I mean, you can use those socks and do it that way. Just don't be putting a lot of chemical down the driveway. You can use a sled sucker too. How many days a week should we be trying to grow our business? Every day of the week. Not just, here's the thing. And I know a lot of people don't, I have the entrepreneur mind and, I think business no matter what. I think business on Saturday, Sunday, vacation. I still think of business every day. I talk business every day. I still personally talk. My wife, we can't go nowhere and I'm not talking something about business. I'm not thinking about what can I do to get more business? What can I do to get more membership? What can I do to get more jobs? What can I do to get more ride-alongs? What can I do to do whatever I need to do to grow my business? What do I want to do for my next video? Hey, that's a great idea. I might make a video about that. I'm always thinking about business. I'm always trying to figure out what I can do to grow my business. This is what you have to do. This isn't a business that we're going to work Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and we're going to come home and we're not going to do nothing else and think that our business is just going to keep right on growing, because it's probably not going to keep on growing. That is what it is, And if you're not busy, if you're sitting home and you're not busy and you can't find work, I don't want you being on this phone on Facebook, not in the pressure washing groups, and not doing something what you need to do to get your business growing. You need to, if you aren't busy, you need to be doing LinkedIn posts, doing Google My Business posts, going knocking on doors, doing Facebook posts, doing Facebook Live, going into the next door neighbor groups, putting out signs, going and knocking on doors, going into restaurants, going to talk to apartment complexes, all of these things. This is what we do when we're not busy. We don't just sit on the couch and be like, my phone's not ringing. I wonder why my phone's not ringing. Get off your tail and get out there and crush it. That's what you have to do. You have to get off your butt and go do something. Because if you don't get off your butt, you won't grow your business. And then you're going to be like, well, you can't make $300 here. You just can't do it. Yes, you can. I promise you, you can. But you can't sitting on your tail. Because when you're sitting on your tail, you're not going to do nothing. You're not going to make nothing. You're not going to get nothing. You got to get up and go do it. And yes, you can do it. I promise you, you can do it. It takes work. It takes effort. It takes gumption. And you know what? That's why I have my membership is because I want a little bit of accountability in it. I want to make sure you are getting up and getting things done. Because if you don't have nobody on you and telling you to get up and get moving, then it don't matter what happens. You probably aren't going to do it. Because I guarantee you that your family isn't going to say, get up and go do it. Because they're going to be negative Nelly of, I told you that wouldn't work. I told you that wasn't good business to be in. I told you that you can't make business. I told you you're not worth nothing. I told you you're a piece of crap. That is lies. Lies, lies, lies. You can grow a business. You can be successful. Does it take hard work? Hell yes, it does. Does it take some motivation? Yes, it does. Does it take you to get in there and find an accountability partner to make sure you, when you're down and they can kick you in the tail and get you up and moving and get you going? And when you do the same thing for them, yes, you can grow a business. You can. I promise you, even if you just want a part-time business, even if you just want a business to pay off some bills so you're not so daggone debt that you don't know what to do and you can't breathe and you can't do nothing. Or if you want to go full-time because you hate your job, the 9 to 5. Now, is the 9 to 5 a lot easier and a lot more comfortable? Hell yes, it is. You don't have to worry about a lot of things until COVID hits, and then you get laid off, and a lot of people didn't think that they'd ever get laid off, and they did. But you know what? That's what happens. That's how you grow a business. Greg Townsend. I haven't seen him in here tonight, but Greg Townsend did $80,000 last year. Started in March. Somebody was asking if it's too late to start. Started in March. Did $82,000 last year out of a 94 pickup with two 55-gallon drums, and that he just put in there not too long ago. He was doing everything out of the back of a pickup, and he did $82,000. Now, do you think he did $82,000 sitting on his tail on his couch? No, he didn't make $82,000 sitting on his tail doing nothing. How did he do it? He was out there knocking on doors. He was putting out yard signs. He was consistent. He was prolific. He was consistent. Guess what? He was relentless. Guess what? When you're prolific, consistent, and relentless, you will grow a business. I promise you. You know how I know? Because I did it. And I've seen everybody else do it. Jason's doing it. Greg's doing it. Nick is doing it. If you're going to grow it, you got to get out there. Andrew's doing it. You got to get out there and hammer down. All right, off soapbox. I do send pics. They love it. Half the customers aren't home, so it makes them feel confident. A great service provided. And again, we're doing things that nobody other does, and that helps set us apart. Thank you for your recommendation. What app do you prefer? I just do audio. The one through Amazon is the one I do because it's easy. The Country Club is the name of the subdivision in my town that had me cleaning driveways for the last week. HOA sent a lot of letters to homeowners last week. Would you happen to know a good solution to wash a vehicle with? Nope. I use a recovery system. What's your best advice for buying bleach? I've been buying 30 plus gallons from Walmart every time. Try to look at Google industrial cleaning supplies, Google pool supply stores, Google that kind of stuff. Would you buy a Predator motor from Harbor Freight and put a pump on it? I have. Actually, me and D-Day both did one last year, and both of them failed by the end of the year. So that will last about a year is what you'll get out of them. Maybe a year, 2 years if you're lucky. Panhandle Power Wash has Titan reels out of Freeport, Florida. So those high-end customers even going to pay attention to signs. Yep, $1,500 house wash, NFL player. Other jobs over $500 as well from signs. I love signs. Signs are a great way to make money. I'll push signs all day long. Hey King, pressure washing. When should you rinse on a shingle roof cleaning? If you don't have gutters. You want to rinse. Other than that, I never rinsed. Only time I rinsed is if they wanted a picture. They were getting their realtor the next day and it wasn't supposed to rain, so I actually rinsed it, and it had a bunch of moss, and I took a broom up there, and it was a mess is what that was. Working 8 to 5, Monday through Friday, how can you use that time off to start a business with Saturday and Sunday available to do jobs and eventually go full time? Just start booking that Saturday and Sunday full, and then once you start making enough money, you get going. I keep records on every customer I've ever had. If I have a slow day, I go through my records and call all of them. Next thing you know, this is a good point. If you're in business, you can do this. If you're not in business and you're just starting out, this is something you want to do next year. So it's a good thing to do in the spring is to call all your customers and say, hey, just go down the spiel that you're going down. That is a great way to start off. It's a good way to do voiceless or ringless voice bombs. You can do them and do text. You can do all kinds of things to keep in contact with our customers. Just because they do one thing doesn't mean they have other things that we can't clean. It doesn't mean that they don't have neighbors. Maybe we ask for referrals, all of that kind of stuff. The best thing to do, the best way to get customers is using your customer list. that is the best customer. You done paid for the lead, and that why not? You did great work for them, and so that is the best thing you can do is from your referrals of your own customers. Jason, you always been a big help. Thanks. I appreciate all that you post. You keep it up. Love the passion. How would you clean a concrete tile roof? Bleach. 6%. Rinse it. I lost my job in November and went full time and learned real quick it will only work if you work it. Amen. Jason, that's what I'm talking about. You have a business if you work hard. Cold calls, boots on the ground, clip flyers. When I started my pressure washing, I went door to door. I delivered 500. I have 4 college degrees and have been laid off multiple times when the economy tanked. Bet on yourself. 100% true, Jeremy. Thank you, Jason. Powerful motivation. You speak a lot of hard, cold facts. Door hanging flyers. Love your soapbox, man. Keep going. We need it. Can you clean brick by downstreaming or X-jetting by better option? If you got a super sucker, you can do it with, if it's black. Otherwise, you'll need an X-jet or something. It's hard, but I can't go back to what my financial situation was. Knowing I can grow this to something amazing where I can have a couple trucks and great employees. So, I'm going to tell a story, and I don't know if Jason will get mad at me, but I'm going to tell it anyway because it hit me pretty hard when he told me. It wasn't him telling me, it was his wife telling me, Christina. So, I had my Voxer program, and Jason joined my Voxer program last year, right around this time. And when they told me it was between food and joining my Voxer program. They joined my Voxer program. This year, when I went down to Florida and I did a ride along with him, his wife Christina said, when I always went to get my glasses, I either had to get contacts or we had to get glasses because we could never afford both and we could barely afford one. That she went to the eye doctor either the day before or the week before I got down there, and she was able to get both because they had gotten financial freedom and they had made enough money to do both. They did over 6 figures in just 6 months or 8 months. It can be done. Was it easy? No. He's a full-time firefighter. He works 3 days a week as a paramedic on a buggy, on a busy buggy. That means you don't get much sleep. So I don't want to hear, I can't sleep. I can't get no work. I'm tired. I don't want to hear it. The day I rode with him, he was wore out. Did he get out of the car and make sure he did the 5 round? Yes, he did. That's what you got to do. When you're tired, you got to push through and keep going because you will grow it and it will grow for you for sure. How do you handle using the generator in the rain? I don't use a generator, just a pressure washer, and it runs just fine. Um, what do you guys think about disinfecting COVID spray services? I've been thinking about offering that. Something you can do. Focus. Hi, Jason. Hi, everybody. Question: what should my yard sign say? Pressure wash, power wash, house washing. House washing doesn't do as good as I don't think it does as good as pressure wash. I'm actually getting to do some tests here shortly, so I'm going to see what the tests come back. Thank you, Rodney. Hoping to get equipment soon. Going to provide. Also, talk to owners of nice restaurants to set up a demo cleaning of the concrete. What was that? Oh. How do you feel about radio advertisement? I don't know, to be honest. I'm not going to say one way or the other. What I only know one person that uses it or two, and it didn't make them no big money. So again, sleep is for the sleeper. Sleep is for the weak. What I always used to have somebody tell me is you can die. You can sleep when you die. If you were looking for in-person pressure washing training, hands-on, you do the pressure washing. Check out pressurewashhelp.com/in-person training. Check out the dates. You can go there. Pressure wash. I think it's actually kingofpressurewash.com. I need to check to make sure that works. Um, I do everything. It's a 2-day course. It's going to be Friday and Saturday in Raleigh. Then I will have another one. I just did one in March. I actually lowered the price on that one in March because it's only a 1 day, and it will be in Virginia. It's up by Fredericksburg, Virginia, I believe it is. So if you were looking for an in-person training, I do in-person training. I'm not like most of the other classes that are out there. You actually get to do the pressure washing. I show you how to do it. I tell you how to do it, and then I watch you do it, and then I tell you how to do it the right way. Because most people don't do it the right way, even after I've told them how to do it. So I do. That's how I teach because I like teaching. I am myself. I'm a doer. If I do it, I learn it like that. And so that's the reason why I teach my class that way. I also teach it that way because I've asked some other people that went through the other classes, and they're like, we just stood around and watched, and I didn't learn nothing. So I'm like, well, you're going to get to touch it. You're going to get to do it. You get to change out O-rings. You get to do all of that kind of stuff. So when we're in Raleigh, Friday will be all day pressure washing and quoting and stuff of that. Saturday will be marketing. You will learn how to market. You will learn how to grow your business, how to start and grow your business. You will learn how to do ladder safety. You will learn how to do aerial safety. We will have an aerial truck there, so that way you can have an aerial there. We'll have an aerial. Being that we should have enough time, you'll probably be able to go up in an aerial if you've never been up in one. So these are some things that you can do. If you're scared, you don't have to. I'm not beginning anyone anymore. That could be a great though. And the biggest thing is the marketing side is where I go in deep detail in marketing. I teach you how I grew my business to be a $1 million business. And how do you get to $1 million? Same way you get to 100,000, same way you get to 10,000, same way you get to 1,000. It's all about marketing, marketing and answering your phone. Guess what? You answer your phone, you will grow your business. It's amazing. When the phone goes ring ling ling ling, you answer your damn phone. Don't. I'm not even gonna get on that soapbox because that's another soapbox. And then also we do have a lot of networking. Donovan did over $1 million this past year in Christmas lights, pressure washing, and gutter cleaning. So he is going to help teach. He's going to talk about CRMs and different things like that. He's going to teach how he grew his gutter cleaning business to over $500,000 just cleaning out gutters, scooping them out, throw them in the garbage bag. That's how you make your money. And then on Sunday, there's not as many on that class, but it will be a Christmas light class. I think there's 5 or 6 people. I am down. I was only had 2 spots left. I think I'm going to have to refund somebody his money because he's not going to be able to make it. So there's actually 3 spots left. And the reason why it's only going to be 15 people because I got 2 rigs and I don't want too many people that we can't make sure that everybody's not getting it. So there's 3 spots left open now because somebody is canceling on me. So that way I want to make sure that what's on the training for Virginia, it'll be the pressure washing. It's my normal training, pressure washing. And so it's the first half of the day is the PowerPoint, marketing, everything like that. The second half is hands-on side. It's the same training except this training in Raleigh is going to get a little bit more. It gets a little bit more on the aerial side. It's going to get more on the roof safety side. We're actually going to be putting in anchors and all of that at the Raleigh class. I can't do that normally because the Raleigh class, we actually going to have a roof prop. So that way it's an adjustable roof. So you'll be able to see what a 1212 is, what a 612, how to walk on roofs, how to walk on that. And if you fall off this roof, it's literally on the ground. So it's not like you're going to fall off of anything. So it's a way that we can make sure that you're safe and not get hurt. Because I don't want you to get hurt. And I don't want you to get hurt even if you're not in class, even on your regular, out there and every day. And so this is what it is. So there. The other thing is too, if you want to start building your business and being successful, go check out pressurewashhelp.com/free. Get 30 days free. And in there, you will learn everything you need to know to grow a business. If you don't need the hands-on, it's a great way to grow your business. Hope you all have a great weekend. It's supposed to be cold this weekend, so if you do have pressure washing equipment, make sure it is winterized, because it's going to get down into single digits and it will freeze. I want to do the Christmas lights. Be ready to kill it for that, or help keep posted as classes for that. Yeah, so the Christmas light class will be Saturday, Sunday in Raleigh, and then I will be having some more coming up. Need help with my Google My Business. Pressurewashhelp.com/free. I go over everything in there about Google My Business in depth, and I'm getting ready to add some more to it. So, because I'm learning things that, like, citations don't mean nothing anymore. I just found that out not too long ago. That is awesome. That is awesome right there, Jay Russell. That is a success story. We closed on an 82 apartment complex today. It's going to be 6 figures, and it's 28 degrees outside. That is amazing. High five right there. High five. That is awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So, hope you all have a great weekend. Go check out pressurewashhelp.com/free. Go check out. Hey, that's another thing. My podcast, I don't know how many people listen to it. Actually, I've had 6,500 downloads, so somebody's listening to it. Go check it out. I put a lot of all the good information on there, and I cut some of the crap out of the questions. kingofpressurewash.com/podcast. And it's a good podcast. I'm going to try to keep seeing how far I can grow it and be successful with it. Hope you all have a great day or night, and I'll see you on Sunday.